Hello. It is Sunday, it is August 17th. It's been quite a while since I've done a solo flicking session. Yeah, we're going to see how we go today. I just want to focus on keeping loose, getting that drag nice and long. I want to try and find dial in my sort of preferred approach angle as well. And we'll see really what happens. As I say, it's been a little while. Had some funny hamstrings, but we're back in action. Got lots of different sticks to try today just for a bit of fun. Yeah, I'm playing going up into the twos this year, so it's a bit of promotion, which is where a lot of the sort of fitness's extra strains come from. Just trying to push on and keep up. So apart from that, we'll see how we go today. But I'm going to get nice and loose and limber and get going, and then we'll talk a bit more. Right, that was 8 of 10. That first set is with the longer Phantom. Still waiting for the twos to come out. We'll be picking one up as soon as Leon's got one. This is one grip less than normal, purely because the other one was knackered, and I haven't got around to buying a new one for it. But it's feeling alright. You can tell the weight's moved a little bit down, and it's a little bit thinner in the handle, but we're just seeing how they go. We're also trying a different kind of tape at the top, zinc oxide rather than the plaster tape. See how that feels. But yeah, not too bad. Tried a little shorter grip towards the end there, which sent one over the top and one's the roof. A little more difficult to control it, but seems to be feeling alright so far. So now I think we're going to go for, we're going to try the STX. I've re-gripped it. That's part of the reason why this doesn't have one, because I took one I was supposed to use this and put it on my STX. So it's been a while since I used it. I don't have much intention of using it in a game. It is 70% carbon, but it's mostly just to have a bit of mess around with. I like that it's got a slightly different head shape compared to the Grace and the Phantom, so we'll see how it goes. We'll have a look around with it. So, it's been quite a while since I've used this thing. First one I had busted open on the backhand edge, which still is a bit of a worry for me if I do ever use this again. Although, that felt really nice. So it's 70%, so it's slightly softer. It feels like I can sort of, bend it over my knee. But it's a surgeon profile, so the bow is all the way down here, but it's got quite a flat head in comparison. Like this width doesn't change all the way up here, which gives it a bit more of an interesting feel. It's not quite as aggressive on the bottom bevel either, but yeah, made the picks balls up nicely. I think one more grip, the handle feels a little bit too thin for my liking. Yeah, not quite enough. I want a bit more up in the hands there, but yeah, it's good. Found the sweet spot towards the end there as well. It should be slightly bigger, being 70%, but it felt nice. I might go in the back for the rotation this year. Might not get much use, but I might get some. Yeah, I think bags going to end up being Phantom 2, Phantom 1, STX, and maybe Grace as well. So quite a few. But like options, different feelings, different days. But we're going to go to the Grace now anyway. And have a bit of a knock around with that. So for the Grace now, in comparison to the STX, see this head's a lot thicker up here, which does give it a bigger sweet spot actually. But then slightly more aggressive on the toe, and the bow's still, that's up straight there. So as it about here when you start the bow, so it's very nice and light. but then we've got a thick handle as well, which makes it feel really whippy down the head. So yeah, we'll fire some flicks, have a couple hits, and see how this one feels. Right, so we had a bit of a knockabout with the Grace. It felt alright, some very quick, actually some went off the crossbar and lost the ball, which is a bit irritating, but I'll grab that later. Currently, what this is set up for is moving from one castle to another and then flicking. It's not something I'm anticipating on doing very much of, but it's more just, it gets me practicing flicking off balance and subconsciously getting my footwork to change if it needs to. So obviously going from 2 to 1, we can still go foot in front, but actually it's a bit easier when going from 1 to 2 to go with a foot behind. So we'll do a couple just regular speed, and then I'll go into time lapse for the rest of them. But the cones also are just to mark out where the trappers will be to make sure I'm not running into people. So yeah, this is 2 to 1. Pushing as you're falling away. Feels really cramped, so we're going to move that up a little bit. Going to time lapse, so I'm going to keep going with these. I'll swap between Phantoms and Grace for now. I think we're going to leave STX out until I can regrip it.